Zenith Game Radio. Shoutcast, music show, lemon party.
What?
Alright, welcome back, gamers, to match 2 between Endzone and Zenith Gaming. Now, we've got a vast picks here happening as we just had the match remade just quickly, so Fives could jump in and co-cast with me. So we might as well welcome my co-caster tonight, Fives. How you doing, mate?
You doing pretty good. I'm hoping the sound will work this time and keen to see this game. It's like game of the week, game of the season. Like, super keen to see this game. I'm a bit sad that game 1 went out the way it did, but hopefully this does better.
Game 1 was bloody amazing with, wait, what the hell? I remember seeing a Cursed on their lineup last time, but apparently we do have a Cursed being picked up by CGi. I missed that the first time around. I was busy doing a little bit of typing, but we're still waiting in case for life to pick up that Andromeda pick. But at the moment, we've got a Dark Lady, a Cursed, Myrmidon, Pharaoh, and Glacius being picked up for Zenith Gaming with Pestilence, Pebbles, Slither, and Andromeda, and Witchslayer. Now, a bit of an interesting lineup for the Legion team. Looks like they're going for another fast push. They're hoping to, I think they're hoping to throw that Tri-Lane against Tri-Lane, get Pebbles, get Pestilence an early Portkey, and then if they can get Pebbles with an early Portkey, they're just hoping to just jump on top of the match and really just take over it and just push and end early, just maintain early dominance and just end it around mid-game. But looking at these lineups, Fives, what do you think about them?
It's interesting to see a Curse on CGi, which is obviously going to be mid, because his thinking is here that a Curse can beat Pebbles because he can't get combat out. It's going to be really interesting to see how that works out for them. As far as who has a better team goes, I'm going to give it to the Legion. I think the Curse pick really leaves them without much good team fight potential on Hellborn. So I think Legion looks really promising for this.
Legion does look really promising. They've got a lot of early game potential, mid game potential. If they can just get Pestilence to snowball, Chicanery to snowball with that Pestilence, they really do stand a good chance here. Of course, if things backfire, they don't manage to maintain that early dominance, they are going to be in for a world of hurt once Betch manages to get Dark Lady up and running. But I'm just again watching that bird come out from Zenith Gaming, just moving it out, just doing a bit of scanning. Their feed out, the Tri-Lane is bottom. Are they going to send their Tri-Lane top? Because last time Endzone sent their Tri-Lane to the short lane, to the vertical lane, just try and combat the enemy Tri-Lane and just shut it down. They did quite well, actually. They really managed to stomp all over Kujo's Malakin and his Sports. They really just took control of that Tri-Lane, but in the end didn't manage to hold it down. And in the end, Malakin came back with quite a bit of farm. As we see, the Tri-Lane rotated to top, I think. So it looks like both Tri-Lanes are going in the horizontal lanes. Looks like they are going to get both Tri-Lanes against a solo. As I'm just looking at Roger Dodge a little bit late to get out here. Just waiting for him to get out into the lane. Looks like he must have gone AFK. He's quite far behind. But I'm just looking at Pebbles again. He is opting to save his money and try and rush a very early bottle. He's bought up one set of Blight Runes and a couple of minor totems. And he is just going balls to the wall, just trying to get that early, just going to try and kill 4 or so creep and just pick up that early bottle and get on top. So we have J Davey giving a shout out to exclusively. But just looking here, what Myrmidon has picked up, early Guardian Ring. Looks like he'll be trying to pick up a Ring of the Teacher for his lane. Just, of course, Ring of the Teacher quite powerful in a Tri-Lane situation, providing mana to a lot of heroes, as well as a very much benefiting armor bonus. Of course, with Harassing being a larger part of the work in Tri-Lanes, extra armor is quite helpful. As we see Roger Dodger reconnecting at last, so he was a little bit slow off the mark there. But I'm just looking at Pharaoh might be in a little bit of trouble if he follows out here. We've got Andromeda, and looks like they're lining up for a gank. With Andromeda, as is it J Davey playing Andromeda? No, it's Case for Life on Andromeda this time. So he's going to get that ward set up though to spot for TP ganks. I think is he going to go out there? Yep, here we go. Yep, there we go. Get set up there. Which is if J Davey isn't, what is J Davey playing? He is on Myrmidon this time round. Can we see how it goes down? But it looks like you were right. It looks like they are running Fives. They are running a Cursed on solo mid, going to have him there, just trying to not be combat out. I don't know, do you think he could be just trying to do a carry Cursed? As it looks like Fives may have dropped out here. But I don't know. We've seen Zenith Gaming run some pretty crazy lineups before, and they did win the first match quite comfortably. And even though Cujo has assured me they were going to do serious picks, as we see here, Slither trying to get an early gank off, although Curse managing to back off in time. As Fives, yeah, you are back now. So we've got a Curse running mid. Do you think he's running him mid just so he just won't be comboed out, or do you think he might be just trying to do a carry Curse just as something else, something a little bit different? You there, Fives? Are you reading me?
Yeah.
This looks like Fives might be having a little bit of trouble with Vent still, but it looks like both teams have rotated a second player to mid. We've got Pharaoh joining a Curse mid. We've also got Slither joining Pebbles mid. Looks like we're going to have a dual lane run mid. This is quite interesting. There is nobody for the Hellborn team in the bottom lane. It looks like a complete solo farm there for Pestle. It's just nothing happening at all. As well as the top lane, Darkly, you know, she's got all the creepers she wants. This looks like a third player has rotated towards mid. We've got Andromeda. No, she is going to the top lane. Not sure what she's doing at the moment. Maybe they're going to try and port... What? Oh, that's interesting. Did we just see Glacius get killed by the neutral creep? Did that just... I'm just going to have a second... I think the wolf might have come down through the trees and attack Glacius just from the second I glimpsed there, but that was quite weird. But anyway, we've got looks like Andromeda also just trying to set up an early gank here, although in the end being chased off by Pharaoh. But this is definitely quite interesting. We've got three Legion players here in the mid lane, but nobody in the top lane, nobody for the Hellborn in the bottom lane, so I don't know what's going on here. This is quite different indeed. As Andromeda roaming bottom again, looks like she's going to pick up that double damage rune as we see a little bit of clash here happening at mid as we see Pharaoh taking a stun, also taking an auto attack. So we see Glacius rolling mid. What the hell is going on? They're going, it looks like tri-lane action at mid, tri-lane versus tri-lane with empty side lanes for each team and then a double lane against nothing as we've got both supports just doing support stuff, although Witchslayer is opting to take levels while Myrmidon is pretty much just pulling and doing not much else. And definitely Glacius copying a card here. Popping the stun, the starting mites, copying a bit of damage from Slither, although getting healed up by a curse. But what do you make of this, Fives? This is just nuts. We've got like everybody stacking up in mid.
Dude, Rob, I guess take. Yeah, this is really, really exciting to watch this 3 mid. It's always interesting to see like the mind games and the game theory that happens when teams like this like have to switch around lanes to accommodate each other, and this is really interesting.
I'd just say, just try adjusting your mic just a little bit down. It's just getting distorted a little bit at the top end of things. But yeah, definitely a weird lineup. But we've got Slither copying a fair bit of damage, taking almost going down to a cauterize from a curse there, just getting dropped down to no HPs. We see Myrmidon rolling bottom. Looks like he's looking at that regeneration. Rebecca stunned by Witchslayer. Witchslayer now coming in for that wound. Gets hit by the wheat field though, going to get stunned just in time. Although now Witchslayer managing to stack on the minimize, although this poison spray comes out. Myrmidon managing to wave from away, although Slither going down to a Tormented Salt. No, he went down to Cujo's. I think it might have been the Fire Shield, or it might have been Cauterized, but taking down Slither there.
It was the Cauterized.
Yeah, that's much better. Thank you, Fives. As we've got Class and Mid, managed to pick up bottles and boots, but definitely a really weird setup there with basically both carries, like both bottom, like both horizontal lanes, just having all the free farm that they want.
Yeah, it's really interesting. As we see bottom, Pharaoh's getting taken out by Witchslayer and Pestilence as the stuns come out. He's going to try and run up and get the juke off. He's going to get... Oh, yeah, he might get away here. He's getting himself... TP's coming in from Myrmidon. Weedfield comes out. Pharaoh just gets blocked by his own creatures and taken out. Yeah, it's really interesting to see this accursed mid. As I was saying before, as I was going to say where I lagged out, him being a carry is definitely what Kujo's going to do here. Kujo's known for going mid, like egoing mid, you know, picking unconventional carries. And that's exactly what he's going to do. And a curse is, you know, he can do that well because he has his slow. He's pretty hard to take. So he's, you know, he's not the worst here. You could put it mid against a pebble.
Definitely not. Of course, everybody's stacking up mid here. We've got, I don't know if you saw it before, but we saw Glacius go down to the neutral creeps. He's got raped by them trying to stack them, and I think it might have bugged out and sent some wolves over unpathable terrain anyway. But it looks like the lanes finally have sorted themselves out. We've got Slither and Andromeda rolling up top. Looks like they're going to try and slow down Dark Lady. Dark Lady's hit level 5 already, as well as Pestilence on the bottom lane on level 6. So it looks like Pestilence hasn't picked up anything, so I think he is trying to rush for that Portkey. How much gold does he see? Pestilence is on 1,600 gold, so he's getting quite close to that Portkey. Definitely an early Portkey will do a lot of damage against this team. But Pebbles, how close is Class to anything? Class sitting on 88 gold and 233 gold per minute, so not quite as high up. And will be a little while. I think he spent his early gold on boots and a bottle, as well as Scarabs. It looks like it will be a little while before we see his Portkey being picked up and we see any combos happening. But we see a Cursed also picking up a bottle and a Ring of the Teacher. He has a bottle and an Envious Rune, also just clearing out his boots just then. Doesn't look like Zenith are bothering to block the creeps this time on the corridor. It is only 6 minutes into the game. But I'm just looking at Slither here up top, managing to hit Dark Lady with a Spell. Glacier comes in with the Tundra Blast. Looks like Andromeda's had the tables turn on her. She's been slowed. She's being hit by a Dark Lady. She's being silenced the whole way, although Dark Lady taking a lot of damage. Gets hit by the Comet. Might go down here. The freeze comes out from Glacier's, maybe saving Dark Lady's life. No, the smackdown comes down from Roger Dodger. Looks like Glacier's is going to be run down here as well. The toxicity just doing too much damage as he does indeed go down. Looks like Chaos for Life just tried to help out there with the Aurora. Didn't quite manage to clip him though. But we see an invisible Myrmidon here rolling up into the top line, just hoping to catch someone retreating back to base on low HP, but it's not going to happen. We see Andromeda just using the Runes of the Blight here to heal up, and then Myrmidon realizing he's not going to get a kill and rolling back towards mid probably. It looks like they're pinging mid to try and kill Class's Pebbles as we see Dark Lady port back up to top, but it looks like Class could be in a little bit of trouble here. Copster, I think it was a fire shield, just burst off in his face there. We see the Magic Card come out, the Wheatfield come out, the stun comes out, but heals Cujo, doesn't do anything else. As you see the Cauterize come out, but it looks like Pebbles is going to get away here. They don't have enough Disable to run him down, and I don't think Cujo, no, he hasn't picked up City yet, so he is going for a Cauterize Fire Shield build. 2 in Cauterize, 3 in Fire Shield, and of course 1 in the ult, very useful. But I'm seeing a few wards and stuff come out for Witch Slayer at the moment, just picking them up. He's picked up his boots, so it looks like he's ready to roll around, try and get some kills off. But you said before that you favoured the, I think you favoured the Legion team to win this game from the lineup alone. Fives.
Yeah. What we've got here at bottom, we've got Pestilence. He's got 2,400 gold, so he's going to get that portal key and boots really quickly. And it's really going to be that plus Slither plus Witch Slayer, like all their heavy gank team is really what Endzone likes to play, and that's really going to have a deciding factor in how this game turns out. And Dark Lady, as we saw in the we see Dendro get taken out by Dark Lady here, as we saw in the GGPR versus Frey game, having that early portal key on Pestilence really can be decisive, and obviously they didn't get it early enough in the Frey game to beat GGPR, but in this case, if they get an early portal key, it could mean the end for Dark Lady.
Indeed, we just saw Class go down, getting ganked in mid, so it looks like he is going to have a little bit of trouble getting that port key up to back up Pestilence. Has he picked up Striders yet? No, he hasn't. So he really doesn't have the mobility to combo at the moment. So we see Pharaoh's just harassing down mid with a Tormented Soul. So the stun, although Pharaoh tried to trap Witchslayer, they're narrowly missing him and instead pushing him away. The Flame Shield also came out from Cujo's Accursed. Would have been an easy kill there, I think, had he managed to trap him, but in the end didn't quite manage it. What level is Pharaoh? Pharaoh is only level 5 at the moment. This time he did actually pick up Wall of Mummies. Before last match, he didn't pick up Mummies at all early game. As we see the Magic Up come out, stunning Class. Class also getting hit by the Wheatfield. In a little bit of trouble here. No, it looks like he might get away here without too much incident. Although no, he's moving back towards, he might get cut off here if he's unlucky. As we see Roger Dodger getting hit by the Wheatfield as well. The Wheatfield narrowly missing Class's Pebbles as we see the Aurora come out. Flame Shield is up. The spray comes out on Pharaoh as we see the ult come out as well. Pebbles managing to drop a hit on top of Pharaoh. Pharaoh goes down. We see Cujo in a little bit of trouble here, taking a ton of damage. Cujo goes down as well as Class going down in the end though. But Myrmidon sneaking away on 20 HP, so very close to him as well. But still waiting for that Pestilence to get into the fight as he has picked up that portal key though, Fives.
Yeah. I think that at the moment Zenith is going to be regretting picking up that Accursed because, as we've seen in these team fights around mid, if they had had a a Soul Stealer or an Arachnor or any of those standard mid heroes, then they would have been able to do a lot more in these team fights rather than just standing around and throwing a Fire Shield or 2 off. It's just really to get a gank off effectively with Accursed, you need at least 2 other heroes. Like, he can't just do it himself, especially since he hasn't gotten any levels in his slow. So yeah, I think it's really coming back to hurt them that Accursed pick for mid. Even though at the start it might have seemed like a good counter to Pebbles, it just isn't. isn't working out the way they wanted it.
I'm just wondering. Like Kudo told me that they took Endzone as a serious threat. They would be playing 100% serious picks, but I'm just wondering if they were just messing around because they did win the first game in the end. Even though they had a bit of a rocky start, they did come back and really dominated in the end. Just took control of the map, took control of the match, and that Kujo's Malikan really took control of the game, just smashed his opponents. Of course, this time around, Malikan was actually banned since they didn't want to see him rolling it again. But looks like we might have to kill rolling out here.
It could be like it's not that they're not taking it seriously. I'm like a curse isn't like scout mid or anything. It's not ridiculous. So theoretically it works because Pebbles is pretty difficult to deal with in mid, and a curse kind of solves that. But just like a lot of those heroes that are good on paper, he just isn't really doing that much when you take him into the practice.
Yeah, it's very sporty, and at the moment, I suppose the other problem is like against a heavy gank lineup, he really doesn't have all that much to offer because these guys are forcing really early fights.
Yeah, exactly.
See class bottling up here. I think something's been spotted up at top. As you see Glacius standing next to Rune Invisibility, just trying to do a bit of counter warnings. We see Kujo bottling that invisibility. Looks like he might be bringing it back to mid. Fire Shield's up, but Pebbles is just going to walk away, doesn't even bother about it. As we've got Glacius, I think he's trying to finish his counter warding here, getting hit by an Aurora. As it looks like we've got a bit of a fight here happening, as we do see Pebbles get jumped on top of by Pharaoh, although Pharaoh going down gets jumped on by the Comet, and then Pestilence blinking in as well to help out, as well as Casper Life Shot. Casper Life being Andromeda. So in the end, not quite working out for him. I think Roger Dodger, very low HP.
Big teleported.
Ooh, what just happened at top?
And he just got. It was so lucky. I don't know if it's luck or probably can't time it, but yeah, he nearly got killed. He was pretty much dead, but he managed to get away with the teleport.
Very tight indeed. Very, very lucky to be alive. But I'm seeing the ports come back. It looks like Legion rallying to just trying to fight off the And as we see Witchslayer get chucked in, manages to get a good minimize off before Dark Lady can blink away. But in the end, she goes down, gets combo stunned by Pebbles and by Andromeda. As we see Kujo popping out of invisibility, moving up to scout out the enemy team. But as you said, looks like the mobility being afforded by the Legion team really is coming back to wreck that Dark Lady vibes.
Yeah, it's like with a team like Endzone who's been around for a while with the same kind of players. As we see Pestilence take out Glacius, he gets a shield on himself. And the Weedfield comes out on Pestilence. He doesn't really have the help he needs, and could he get taken out? No, Pebbles is in. Thrown back into the tower by Pebbles.
Oh, class griefing. As we see Roger Dodger get the spray off here on Myrmidon, the Dark Lady ult comes out. Pebbles going down there. Mentioned to chuck someone there though. That looks like Myrmidon in a fair bit of trouble.
Overextension from Roger Dodger.
You see Doom Driver, I think it's Doom Driver, just blasting there with his ult from Pharaoh as the Dark Lady pulled him back into the fight, and then was it anybody else go down there? No, they didn't. It was just Chicanery with the Pestilence getting thrown back and then Class getting taken out in the end. But yeah, definitely a bit of an overextension there from Chicanery, just a little bit too eager. Kujo managing to get that fire shield up and the Cauterizer saving Glacius' life there quite handily. But I'm just looking at the gold at the moment. And the experience, again, Zenith are down at the start of the game. They're down by 20. They're down by 2,200 experience and 2,700 gold. But of course, last time that didn't matter. They came back in the end, despite being around 5,000 down in each section. But we've just seen a regen rune spawn at the top, and to see Slither spraying Glacius. They're using that ward being placed. As we see a stun come out from Pebbles. I think that missed though. The flame shield comes out. The Cauterize comes out. The ult comes out from The ult comes out from Glacius. Glacius gets denied, though, by Kujo. Very slick work there as Class goes down. Definitely not worth it. As we heard the ult come out from Witchslayer, takes down Kujo. As I'm now watching Doom Driver in a fair bit of trouble. The Weedfield comes out. Doom Driver might get away here. No, it goes down to the auto attack from Witchslayer. As we see the double kill coming out for TDA 101. Looks like Dark Lady not committing herself to fight, just back up. And Slither picks up a regional, like it's knocked off by the Weedfield, just walking into that there. As we see Andromeda almost going down there, as we see Doom Driver calling out, should have let me call the picks. Of course, Doom Driver wanting to play Ophelia, complaining that Kujo, I think he's complaining that, like Clive said, that a curse really isn't doing it for their team at the moment. But at the moment, looks like Endzone are extending their lead fives golden experience wise.
They are, but they were 5k and 4k I think earlier on, so it's less than it was early on. in the game, and you can only expect that to close as Dark Lady gets a bit more farm. But by the same token, Endzone are doing a very good job of keeping the Hellborn carries under farm, keeping that high pressure kind of style up, and not giving Dark Lady much breathing room. At the moment, he's only 245 GPM.
That said, they don't really have much of a hard carry of their own, so even like, I mean, Dark Lady could get a little bit of farm and, like, say, pick up a Shrunken Head and then sort of get back into the game. Do you think they really need to stack a bit more pressure on?
Yeah, obviously it's always good to say that you need to stack more pressure on. It's just the opportunities against a team like this. It's not that simple to just make it happen like that. But I think they're doing a good job with keeping up the ganks. And Pestilence, you know, he can't outcarry Dark Lady, but he can help them all right in the late game. But they're really going to have to try to finish it before. And to start with would be to start pushing 1 or 2 towers, especially since top tower is nearly in deny range.
Well, yeah, that's just what I was wondering, if they should start getting like the push out, because they really haven't had a concerted effort at trying to push yet. They've really just been doing a bit of ganking, a bit of counter ganking, haven't really stacked up and tried to push a lane at all yet at the moment. Even though like Pestilence has picked up that Portkey, so he really could start off the fights now. As we see the Magic Cup come out on Pebbles here, although nothing coming from it. Looks like moving on, just going to back off here. It looks like Galatius wasn't interested in getting involved in that fight. Of course, he would have gone down there. We see Andromeda has hit level 7. Andromeda has decided to start leveling up Comet now. She's got level 2 in Comet. Hasn't picked up any levels in Dimensional Link. Really wouldn't have done a whole lot for this team anyway. They're not really huge on the auto attack department. But I'm just looking at Roger Dodger. What has he picked up? He has got a Ring of the Teacher at the moment, so he hasn't really... And Steam Boots, but it looks like Curse might be trying to set up a kill here, maybe. As Cujo has picked up Plated Greaves. Now, that's a little bit different. As we see Dark Lady trying to get a kill off here on Roger Dodger. Gets the silence off, although it looks like she's been blocked by the creeps a little bit. The silence doesn't manage to do anything with it. Though it gets down fairly low as we see the spray cone. Pestilence porting top, getting the blink in on Accursed. Accursed managing to pop off his ult though, so he's healing in as we see Doom Driver ult in with Pharaoh. Nobody gone down yet, although Slither ults now. A lot of damage coming out. Pharaoh getting swapped under the tower. Pharaoh in a bit of trouble now. Pharaoh going down as we see Accursed also hitting low HP. Andromeda also hitting very low HP. Low managed to sneak away. Dark Lady getting stunned at the tower. Dark Lady in a lot of trouble now. Getting hit by Toxicity. Gets stunned by Class. Class coming in late. Managing to get the stun off there, although we see Slither go down in the end there, a Curse go down as well, so wow, that was a ton of damage coming there, as I think we also saw Pestilence go down as well. But Fires, what did you make of that?
It's really good. I was kind of looking for misplays in that gank, and at first I was thinking that the Legion team didn't like overextended a bit or didn't get enough TPs and stuff like that, but really the reason that teamfight went how it was is just because of the heroes. Like, if Hellborn are going to try and force fights this early, which they shouldn't be doing, then they should know that they don't have the heroes for it. And then to try and force 5v5s at the tower is not the best idea. Like Roger Dodger played perfectly there. He baited and went back and then baited again. Pharaoh is getting nothing, no farm, no kills, so which is really good for the Legion team. So it's just heroes basically, and obviously it's to be expected that 20 minutes into the game you're going to have a gank team beating a farm team in team fight.
Just going back to the topic of carry Cursed, I'm just looking at his items. He's got a Ring of the Teacher, Plate of Greaves, and a Misty Vestments. It looks more like he's going for a support build, to be honest. What do you make of this?
Yeah, obviously it's what he's doing. He's probably going for the support build, and I just think he would have, if he could have gotten a better early game, because he's only 207 GPM at the moment. If he could have gotten a better early game, he probably could have gone for a carry. As we see Pebbles just get the blink off on Pharaoh. Pharaoh's just getting taken out this game. Really good for Legion. If they can keep Pharaoh from getting that level 2 ultimate for as long as possible, that's really going to help them in team fight. But as I was saying, yeah, if it's the same as a hero with Vindicator, like those heroes that can support or can carry. If you can get the early game farm, then it's feasible for you to go carry items. Class on Pebbles doing some big work, taking out J Davy. Pestilence goes on Xacius, takes him out. Witchslayer ulti coming out. It's just all we're seeing now is just a really offensive play coming from Legion team, and that Hellborn doesn't really have much to defend with. As we see the gold and experienced deficit going to about 7k.
should be noted that Pebbles has picked up his port key now, as we saw him blink, and I was looking for him under the tower. Couldn't find him though, as he just went up north. As we see, the Curse managing to pop his ult in time, stopping all that damage. A good swat from Andromeda at the end and not doing anything thanks to that thanks to the quick reflexes on Kuja just popping that ult before anything bad could happen to him. We're looking at Andromeda now, she's spotted up an illusion rune, picks it up now. As we see the ports coming top, Myrmidon has picked up Mystic Vestments and Steam Boots, so it looks like he's getting a little bit of farm. We see Dark Lady rolling at top. She really hasn't got a whole lot at the moment. She's got a Sustainer and a Steam Boots. And really that's bad news. She's had to really go and really not really pick up her stuff. At least we see the ult come out from Roger Dodger. Myrmidon completely out of position, going the wrong way. As we see the creep possibly blocking him off. We see the magic card come out, stunning Roger Dodger, also getting hit by the weed field, and then looks like Pharaoh altered on top of him there and just took him out. So nice work, nice coordination there, just bringing him back up there, getting a fight happening. So it looks like Pebbles blinking, and looks like we might have a bit of trouble here for Dark Lady. Dark Lady goes down. That combo, Pestilence also blinking in, stunning Kujo. Kujo now getting chain minimized here. Here comes the Graveyard. Where's the Glacier Soul comes out though? Kujo managing to get his ult off in time. Glacier's ulting away. The Flame Shield comes out, Cauterize comes out, Pestilence getting another stun off here though. Gets frozen though by Glacius, although he's out of mana though, out of flight now as well. Could be in a little bit of trouble. Class blinks back in, wombo combo. Glacius goes down. Just all the blinking here happening. We see Pharaoh getting the mummies off here. Looks like Pestilence is going to go down, get smacked down by the Pharaoh. His Graveyard comes out, narrow miss. As I think Class managed to sneak away there. So it's only Pestilence going down for Endzone while Betch and Penor go down, Glacius and Dark Lady. Although Roger Dodger back into the fight, of course, Roger Dodger getting taken out at the start there, but he has respawned and he's back in. Although the Flame Shield comes up, debuffing Kujo, so it looks like Kujo is going to sneak away here. But as you were saying, Fuzz, it looks like this early game team really is controlling the game, although they're back down a little bit on experience.
Yeah, I think that was just because like a curse stayed up and stuff, and then the high level heroes they really didn't get kills on, but they killed bases and stuff like that, who isn't going to give the Legion team that much of an experience lead. But yeah, I'm really liking the Legion team's prospects at the moment because with Pebbles and Pestilence, there's not much even a Cursed can do against the double blink combo from Pestilence and Pebbles, and if we look at Dark Lady, he's not even got his Rune Axe yet at 23 minutes in. He's got his Bastard Sword and his Sustainer, and he's on 430 gold, so he'll still be another minute or two until he gets that Rune Axe, and by that time, it's just a lot more fun than he has to do before he can be relevant, and that's just a lot more free time that the Legion team has to, like, make mistakes that they might have to make, or stuff like that.
Well, we just did see Pebbles trying to wombo combo Dark Lady a little bit earlier at mid, and he can't quite manage to kill her anymore, so he needs Pestilence to come with him, just get the double blinks happening, because he can't do it alone, or just needs someone else to come with him and help him gank. But it looks like Dark Lady is going to clean up that triple stack there. Just going to get that far. How much is she on at the moment? She is sitting on 253 GPM, so she's not that far behind. Chicanery's only on 275, so it looks like nobody's really farmed in this match. Really nobody here over 300, so really a lot of casualties happening here. As we see the counter wards happening here, Kaz for life. You're going to lose his ward to J. Davies Myrmidon. But I'm just looking at Andromeda here, just feeling pretty brave, just scouting out ahead of his team. If he gets caught out, he's in a fair bit of trouble because he's got no HP. Got 777 HP, so if he gets caught out, he will go down most likely. But we see Slither here getting jumped on here by a Cursed and Dark Lady. No, are they going? Yes, they are. Myrmidon now throwing the magic card. The Dark Lady's coming. Good swap from Andromeda, although it's not going to save him as Glacius manages to get the freeze off, and Pharaoh ulting in, but we see Glacius get ulted by Witchslayer. The minimize comes out. Looks like Witchslayer is going to manage to get away here. I think who else went down there? I think it was Andromeda also went down, as we see Witchslayer get away on very low HP. Pestilence just running around in circles now, looking for something to kill. I think Class is still looking for someone to combo here. Looks like he's coming. No, he's going to back off, realises he can't kill. I think he's just looking for Dark Lady, hoping he can get a kill off on her, but it's not going to happen. She's a little bit too far back and out of line of sight at the moment. But Fives, if you've got anything else you want to add at the moment?
What's good for this game for the Legion team is that Hellborn is essentially running 4 vs 5 because of how easy it is to kill Glacier. It's like that team fight last time, he got his ulti off and managed to take that Slither, which is good, but that's not going to happen every time. With heroes like Pebbles and Pestilence, they pretty much can just feed off any of your low HP heroes. Glacius at the moment just got his boots. He didn't have it last team fight. He's on 720 HP. It's so easy for Pebbles to just take him out, and that's going to happen for the next 10 minutes, which is going to really, just widen the window with which Legion can keep this early game going.
Just looking at Andromeda's build, it looks like she has opted to pick up a level of Dimensional Link now. She not opting to continue picking up levels in Common. I guess she's decided she doesn't have the mana to run it. She hasn't really got any mana management at the moment. She's got a power supply, but really doesn't have anything to help her out here to really sustain herself if she wants to maintain that mobility and just keep ganking. But Dark Lady has picked up a fairly late Runed Axe, but I'm just looking here. The Legion team doesn't have a whole lot of push happening. They've got they're sort of trying to push the mid tower at the moment, but sort of not really trying all that hard. I mean, it's just Pebbles there really. Pestilence kind of backing off. And I mean, the bottom tower is still up. The first bottom tower, the only one they've got is the outer top tower. So, Dark Lady's got a Runed Axe now. She can really start farming hard. And I'm just thinking if, Endzone don't, step up the pressure and, start trying to make some push attacks or just, start trying to push some stuff down. If they just let this drag out, they're going to find themselves in a fair bit of trouble. I don't know, what have you got to say, Fives?
Yeah, that's definitely the case. Now that Dark Lady has her Runed Axe and Zenith is going to keep stacking these creep camps, it's now Endzone's game to lose. Pretty much, it's 25 minutes in, and they can feed off Glacius and stuff like that, as I said. But Myrmidon, Pharaoh, Accursed aren't going to go down that easily to combos. So they have to really step up the offense in taking down towers and stuff like that, and being really, really, really aggressive. Because the later this game goes, the better it will be for the HoN team. But that being said, the Legion team have done a very good job of keeping the pressure up. So making sure Dark Lady got her late Runed Axe, stuff like that. But now is the time to just really take down towers.
Indeed, as we see, looks like a Warhammer is coming out to Pestilence. Pestilence already picking up a Mighty Blade, so he's fairly close to a Shrunken Head. Maybe they're just waiting for him to finish that Shrunken Head and then get stuck into it again. But I'm just looking, he's 1,000 gold away from his Shrunken Head. But I'm just looking at, where is it, Myrmidon? I saw him around here somewhere. Where did he go? So there he is. He has picked up a Ring of the Teacher, and he's got a Major Totem, so it looks like he is going for a Gnome's Wisdom, as he's got the Majestic Vestments, obviously, just to stop him from being comboed by Pebbles. And whereas Cujo's Cursed, there we go, he's farming mid. He has picked up a Refreshing Ornament. I'm guessing he's either going for a Barrow Idol or he's going for a Astrolabe. Could be either or at the moment. He might even break down the Plated Greaves and turn it into an Astrolabe. Of course, with the no recipe on the Plated Greaves, allowing him to break it down quite easily and then recombine it into an Astrolabe. But I'm just watching the stacking happen. Also, Dark Lady, they're just going to help her farm here. Of course, she doesn't really have the survivability to take on these Ancients at the moment. But with that Flame Shield really helping her out there, the Runed Axe just chewing through that at the moment. With Dark Blades, as we see all four heroes just leeching experience, they're just trying to catch up on the experiences. We're just looking at the goal experiences, 5.6 in favour of Endzone at the moment, although they still are a good 6.3k ahead in gold as well. But definitely not the end of the world for Zenith Gaming. Of course, they do have the better late games. The longer they can drag this out, the better it's going to go. And Dark Lady, just looking at the GPMs, Betch is on 298, so he's getting very close to breaking that 300 barrier. So either Endzone need to start stepping up those ganks and just combining the attacks, because as we've seen, Pebbles can't solo it anymore. So either they need to step up on the ganks or they need to start pushing. Now, if I just noticed something is basically Dark Lady for the most part for about this last minute or so has been followed around by 3 or 4 heroes. So do you think they're just trying to protect her at the moment, just make sure she can't be ganked?
Yeah, they know that she's the goose that can lay the golden egg and win in this game, as she picks up a Mystic Vestments and a Mighty Blade, which is obviously she's going for that early BKB, which is really going to be helpful against Pebbles, who didn't have that great an early game. He only has 263 gold per minute, and as far as Pebbles goes, you really want him to take over games and not just be average, have like an average KDR like 7-4-5. You really want him to be really, really, really powerful, and he's not going to be able to take out Dark Lady without significant help anymore. So yeah, and then to answer your question, HoN team is just basically babysitting. Just the whole thing is about Dark Lady now. It's all down to her.
As I'm just watching the Legion team also just do a bit of farming here, and also some more stacking here happening. But it looks like both teams are engaging farm mode. Endzone aren't really pushing it at the moment. I guess they just decided either they can't gank Dark Lady, or maybe they're still waiting for Pestilence to finish that Shrunken Head, because he has not been faring too well in the fights. Chicanery has been setting up good, starting the fight up good, but then of course being taken out. I think it might be partially due to I think he's been going in there a few times with flight activated. That really isn't the hottest of things to do. I've seen him a couple of times in the fights with flight. Don't really agree with that. It's really only good for running people down and running away from stuff. In a fight, you just take too much damage, especially if he hasn't rushed to Helm of the Black Legion. So he doesn't really have the HP to tank out a fight. Of course, Pestilence, being a strength hero, has good strength game. Compared to a lot of other strength heroes, it's not all that high. But I'm just watching Pebbles rolling around, still not ganking anything at the moment. And of course, basically the only one he can solo gank at the moment is Glacius. Glacius having finally got boots, actually. He's picked up boots, and he's picked up Crushing Claws to mark the novice. So it looks like he is trying to pick up a Blood Chalice. But I'm just looking at Dark Lady, still being babysat some more, just running through his neutrals, killing stack after stack, as it looks like Glacius is just stacking the easy camp again. And so Dark Lady's coming to clean up the ancient stack again, which has been triple stacked. So at the moment, we've got Betch hitting 327. I really think Endzone are in some trouble here. They really need to start a fight. Really need to get something happening, because if they just let it keep going this way, they are in a lot of trouble. They're not going to be able to take on Dark Lady at all. But Fives, have you noticed anything else happening at the moment?
I've noticed that if you look at the XP and the gold statistics, that the deficit is getting wider. So that means that Hellborn is losing out in XP and gold, and that's obviously because they're just sitting around with Dark Lady the whole time, making sure she doesn't get killed, and while the Legion team just farms. But that isn't really a promising statistic for Legion team, because it's all going to Dark Lady. Like every gold and every experience that they have on the Hellborn team is going to Dark Lady. She's just got up to her GPM by 50. It's up to 350 now, and that's just huge. She's going to have a BKB soon, and Pestilence got his BKB. As we see, Pebbles are coming out and getting big gank on a curse and making sure they can't use that ulti. And this is what I was talking about before. Pestilence really needs to start doing this, and he loses mana for it all because of the mummy wall, or does he? No, he'll have enough mana for it. Good plays by Endzone, taking the experience goal up to 10k now, and the gold golf to 8.5k. And now that Pestilence has his BKB, this is what they really need to start doing. And I think that just then, because of the lapse in action that had been for so long, Hellborn had gotten a bit complacent. But obviously they're going to be a bit more wary now, as they said, take out bottom tower, and they're just solidifying their hold over this game, which they really need to do. Maybe go for a second tower.
Looks like
Dark Lady can't TP for another 25 seconds.
Looks like the R&D going for second towers. We've got Myrmidon just hiding off the map there, just cowering. Doesn't want to get anywhere near that crap. As we see, it looks like this second push is going to be successful. Another tower going down. Managed to take it down quite easily. It looks like Dark Lady is just going to push top instead. As are the Legion team going to back now? Are they going to keep trying to push? No, it looks like they are going to back and heal up, as they are going to steal her Ancients as well, though. Port's going to come out top. Make sure Dark Lady can't get that tower down. I did see the courier come out. Dark Lady has finished her Shrunken Head as well. Okay, so this could really mean the action is going to heat up. We've got Pestilence and Dark Lady with Shrunken Heads now. So I think we're going to see a lot more clashing happen, as we see, looks like the Hellborn are aware that the Ancients are being stolen. As we see Doomdriver firing out some souls. We see Dark Lady coming in just to clean up that baby dragon there. Although it looks like an early Kong attempt is going down. They're going to use Hellfire from Pharaoh just to get this Kong attempt going. I don't think the Legion team have this warded up, do they? No, they don't have a ward up at the moment. So it looks like they are going to get an easy Kong here if the Legion don't clue in here. But a curse definitely allowing Dark Lady to tank this quite easily. It looks like they have clued up. They've decided they know without these wards here must be telling them. They've seen that nobody's farming, so they figured out, well, if they're not farming there, they're not farming the lands, they must be a Kong. So do you think that's what's happened, Fives?
Yeah, obviously they had some way to figure it out, and probably because, like you said, they weren't anywhere else. This is a crucial team fight. Dark Lady gets the silence off, and really, Roger Dodger has an assault cuirass already. Good juking, by the Legion team. Make sure Dark Lady can't really focus one person down in particular. Pharaoh misses his ultimate. Glacius goes down as always. Really good retake by the Legion team. Fantastic work by Andromeda by Slither. misplays by Doom Driver's Pharaoh. He's having a bad day today. He just misses his ulti. A genocide coming out for the Legion team. That is absolutely crucial, bringing in the gold and experience deficits up to 17,000 apiece. And Dark Lady there really could have been more of a factor, but she just, because she has nothing else except for a Rune Axe and a BKB, a Strong Head, she was just juked around, cutted around. She couldn't get one person down, and that was just great team play by the Legion.
It really was, and of course Doom Driver, that ult really lost in that fight, just screwing up, missing everything there. But I have to say, definitely part of, as well as Dark Lady not being able to get him pinned down, I think part of that factor was that she had no support. Her team was cut off from it. They were all up by the Ancients just trying to fight. I think it was, not sure who they were trying to fight, but they were trying to fight someone and they were being held off. As we see, Pebbles just eating Glacius again, just a nice tasty snack. Glacius comes anywhere near those guys and he just gets smashed. But here we go. Doom Driver managing to ult Roger Dodger here. Going to get it. No! Good save from Andromeda. Again with that ult. Very nicely done. She saved Roger Dodger versus Dark Lady earlier, just down by Conga as well. So nice work. I wonder if we saw some buybacks happen there. I'm not sure. Can we see buybacks? I'm not sure if we can, but anyway.
We can't. But I think Doom Driver just restored, just came back to life. Last time they died was at Conga, so they would have just resurrected.
Yeah, it's not that late in the game, so fairly quick resurrections. As Doom Driver is only level 11, she's only like level 11, 8, and Glacius is only level 8, so wow. I'm just looking at the kills here. We've got Glacius, we've got Doom Driver and Panel, Glacius and Pharaoh sitting on 1-9 apiece, so really they're not having much of a gain at all. And we've got TDA 101, the Chaos for Life, really 6-0 and 8, so he's doing very well here. Just laughing up, and the Chaos for Life doing some massive plays. Really, he's on 17 assists, 2 and 2 and 17 assists, and he's really landing some crucial ults, just really saving his teammates there. And we saw him kite Dark Lady massively down by Congo, but I'm just watching the Hellborn team. Looks like the Legion are back in this. Looks like Dark Lady is gonna have a bit of trouble against them if they can keep kiting her like that. But I don't know. We haven't got any Raxus down there. Do you think the Hellborn is still in this, even with the massive golden experience deficit?
Right now, at the moment, as we see Pebbles use that Hellflower he recently got on a curse, just make him pretty much useless, and that's just a big negative for if you play a curse, and obviously it's not really feasible to rush a BKB on a curse, so you're just going to get silenced as soon as the other team picks up a Hellflower. But at the moment, I don't think it's possible for Hellborn team to bring this back without some serious overplays from Legion team. As we see Pestilence jump on Myrmidon, he's not going to kill him though because Myrmidon's pretty tanky at this stage. I don't think it's possible for Hellborn to win this. We've got Pestilence, he's got his BKB and his Abyssal Skull and his Blink Dagger, he's got his token as well, and then also on Class, who we didn't have much fun before, he's now up to 365 GPM somehow, and has a Hellflower as well, which is just hugely deciding both against Dark Lady and against Accursed. See, Doom Driver just ultis in and just gets taken down. Pebbles is all over it. Pestilence comes back with the token, which Slayer's on it with his blink. Pestilence, it's just items that's coming it down to now. Glacius has nothing, Pharaoh has nothing, Myrmidon has nothing, Accursed has nothing, Dark Lady has, some negligible carry items, and that's the game.
Definitely a very just a sudden, of course, Endzone not really doing a whole lot, and then just suddenly, pedal to the metal, just shit hits the fan. They are all over that and just drive this home in the last 5 minutes or so, just from 30 minutes onwards. They just take this one out and just smash it down. So they equalise it at one apiece, and we have now going into a third match as we hear the badass announcing coming, but going into a third match to decide this one. Definitely an epic matchup between Endzone and Zenith Gaming. My name is Triumph Man. Joining me in the studio this time has been Guestcaster Fives, the HoN Gossip Master, but we'll be going into a third match very shortly, so catch us again quite soon.